Good morning from Animefest 2024. I am in the Artist Alley and we're starting this vlog off with a bang because my booth is already fully set up, and as you can see around me there's a bunch of people already here. I did not forget to start filming early, and that's why I'm starting now. No, definitely not. This is exactly where I wanted this vlog to start. I am not out of practice, but this is one of my favorite conventions of the year. I was looking back and I realized I never actually posted the Artist Alley vlog from last year where I had one of my biggest booths. I'll add some of the photos over here that my partner took. I'll add his Instagram down below. I had such a blast. This is in Brno in the Czech Republic, and it's one of the smaller conventions I attend, but the vibe is just immaculate. We are in this huge former plane airport hangar, which is such a great location because you have natural light. It's something I normally miss in the Artist Alley. So in this vlog I'm gonna show you around. I'm currently walking through the Artist Alley. There's booths on both sides. There's a bunch of artists I normally don't see in the European convention scene, like in the German-speaking one. So that's always fun. I'm gonna give you a tour of my booth. I'm gonna give you some new tips on setup and display. I'm giving myself a list of things I still need to do in this video. This is just a checklist for me at this point. But yeah, I hope that was enough high energy talking to the camera. I'm gonna show you some of my booths and then I'm gonna head on. Okay, I picked a slightly quieter corner. This is one of the many stages here at the event. But since nobody is here yet, I thought I'd sit down and do like a proper intro to this vlog where I talk a bit slower so I don't need to do subtitles for you to understand what I am saying. I'm here at Animefest. This is day one. It is Friday it is 5:18 p.m. And the convention only started at 4, so we're at the real beginning of it. I love the lighting in here. And I'm doing 2 conventions this weekend, which is why I didn't film any of the preparation stuff, because I packed my whole setup twice, because Neophobica is doing a market in Vienna Comics this weekend, and she has a joint booth for both of us. So it's double the fun and double the stress, and preparing for this was not a particular fun, because I had to I already forgot a few things and made a few mistakes, but it's gonna be fine. Animefest was first held in 2004, so this is their 20-year anniversary, and it's such a fun event because it's still volunteer organized and kind of the vibe is just always immaculate. Getting here was an absolute pain. It's only an hour and a half by car from Vienna, even though it's in a different country. But it was super rainy, it was storming. Being on the highway was not fun, and since here this is all a glass roof, it was super loud in the morning. I was kind of worried that things would not go well, but luckily it has quieted down. Ooh, this chalk wall was super empty a second ago. I luckily found some time before the convention opened to draw my soy sauce fish over there, but there's some very cool additions to the convention already. So yeah, this is the Artist Alley Hall. My booth is at the real end over there. When you look at the map here, you can see, or you could have looked at the map 1 second. So when you see the map, I am number 19, sorry about that. A convention in a different country is always a bit tricky, especially because this has a different currency. Everything is in Czech crowns. €1 is roughly 25 crowns, so that's how I'm doing the equation. If you pay by card, you still have to pay in euros because that's how my card reader works. But the people here are very understanding since we're very close to the Austrian border and most places somehow accept euros as well. Luckily, otherwise this would be really difficult, and Czech Republic, most people pay with card. It is so much card payment, which makes my life a lot easier as well. I think I left my helper alone for long enough now. I will give you a tour of the booth as soon as it is a bit less busy. I have a corner this time, so I managed to put my shirts around the corner, which is really fun. So yeah, enough rambling for me, and on to some more aesthetic convention footage, I guess.
How I tried, written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind. Baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hair, it all goes away.
And good morning from day 2. I just took off all of the covering from my booth and I restocked all of the socks so that we have enough of each design out front. I realized I didn't bring enough of a few of the designs, so the ukiyo-e birds I only have in the larger size left. Same with the farm life, so the bird and animal socks have been going quite well. And the lucky dolls I only have in the smaller size, so all of the large ones are gone. But all of the others, especially the more popular designs, I should have enough, which is good. Yesterday I was really surprised how well the shirts did. This huge shirt corner, textile corner, really helped boost sales. People tried them on, and even though we're in the Czech Republic and my prices are significantly higher than most other artists here, just because of the cost of living in Austria is so much higher, and I just converted my regular convention prices to euros, people did not hesitate and simply just bought it or bought 2 shirts, so those have been going better than even Austrian or German cons. So I'm really happy with how day 1 went, especially given what I normally expect from this convention. This day, so Saturday, is a very long one. The con officially opens at around 8, which is why I'm already here. It's just past 8. But as you can see, a lot of artists have not arrived yet, and I'm guessing the hall will be quite empty until maybe 9:30. But I just wanted to be here because I have so much stuff, even though I took all of my stock, so the shirt boxes and the socks and the pins, I took that all with me in the car because I have a trolley this time so that nothing gets stolen overnight. But even still, I wanted to be here early. Something that really surprised me was how poorly the gacha machine went. I think I only sold around 2 spins, but the mystery bags, which are the exact same thing, it's the same price, you just get a bag and you can tear it open at home, those did better. And I expected the mystery bags to do well online and the spins to do well at conventions, but I guess this is not really the market for that. Although I do see some other artists who are also here also have a gacha machine to do spins, so I guess it is something that exists in this area. Today it doesn't only start early at 8 a.m, it also ends at 10 p.m. It's a 14-hour convention day, which is the longest I'm doing this year. And every year I'm thinking, why are we doing this to ourselves? Although yesterday they did close a little bit earlier at around 9:30ish. They started telling people to get out of the hall. I think that's it for my morning wrap up. I still have some juice and some breakfast to get me through the day. And yeah, I'm excited. Good morning. It is now the Monday. It is the day this video is going up, and I got back from Animefest yesterday night. I still went to the gym right after getting back, which is why I'm probably more dead than I probably should be after this weekend, but it was a very long and very exhausting weekend because the opening hours of this convention are insane. It's a 14-hour Saturday if you're there for the full time. A lot of artists came a little bit later, didn't show up at 8, but I really don't like being at a convention. Not being at a convention if visitors are at the convention already. I don't like being late. I don't like leaving my booth unattended since I have a lot of pricier items, although I did take everything back to the car, to the hotel overnight just because I had so many big boxes, and again the hours were so long. I didn't film anything on the Sunday because it was just more of the same. I had like 27 matches to stay awake, and I had a really nice time. I really like Animefest. You've seen the photos from the last few years online. 2 years ago I was invited as a guest of honor, and I held a talk about Japanese art history and the way it relates to pop culture. And I had this huge, massive booth, and it was the first time being actually invited to go somewhere. And then the last 2 years I paid out of pocket for all of the expenses and the booth, and I had a wonderful time. I'm so happy I managed to get a corner booth this time as well so that I could showcase my dress shirts and my sweaters for the very first time at a convention. The sweaters were brand new, and I'm really happy with how it went. Even though it was really, really warm, I still sold almost all of the ones I had with me. I came back with one 2XL sweater and one extra large sweater, and all of the other sizes were sold out. Noted I did not bring a lot of them because I knew they wouldn't be like amazing sellers in end of May warm weather under a glass ceiling roof. It was boiling in there. But yeah, that was really nice. I was also really happy with how the dress shirts went in total because they are a more expensive item, especially in Czech crowns, so I wasn't sure how well that would go, but it went okay. Although the biggest sellers were smaller items. Normally I sell more like socks and like everything like above 15 euros, and this time it was really lots of stickers, postcards, and like little tidbits, although it did add up enough that for me and the very short travel distance, it's like an hour and a half from Vienna, it was worth it. I wouldn't even recommend going much further than that as an exhibitor. As a visitor, the con is great. They just announced that there were 37,000 people, which is really, really big for like a convention in Central Europe. And like the vibes are always very nice. I love the team there. But I'm so dead. I also, at the same time, had the second event in Vienna, Vienna Comics, which was unfortunately super slow. I feel a bit bad for Kerry for Neophobica, who manned the booth for both of us. We had like a joint Neo Giro split booth with all of our sock designs and all of our booths, all of our shirts and everything, and all our pins. And Kerry was so amazing and did a proper tally list for which revenue belonged to whom, and sent me the list already, and was super on top of things. And I